Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7, Episode 9. So, Happy New Year to you all. I have been off and I'm telling you I'm well rested. It was nice. As a matter of fact, it was hard getting back in here that I was like, Roxanne, time is money, girl. You got to get back on the grind. So yeah, we slowly but surely getting back into it. I hope that you guys all had a safe holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you know, whatever it is that you celebrate, New Year's. Hopefully you guys all made it into the new year healthy and all intact, safe, and here today. So yeah, we just gonna get started with the show. I'll tell you, that show last night had me cracking up. But anyway, we gonna get to it, you guys. Let's get to all of it, shall we? Okay, you guys, so first up we got Cynthia, you guys. She is officially going into business with Peter. Yeah, I know, we all know that she's been giving her money all this time, you know, with Uptown and then the first bar one. Now we moving on to the second bar one, okay? And Cynthia wants all you motherfuckers to know that it don't matter where the money come from, damn it. That's her husband. Her money is his money. And if she feels like she wants to invest in this business, then so be it, okay? What else is happening, like she say? I ain't mad. Listen, you know, couples do it all the time. Yeah, Peter has, you know, not been the best when it comes to business, but hopefully he's learned. I mean, they had bar one over there. It turned out to be a pretty successful little spot. I mean, you know, they had their issues, like she said, but I've had a good time or two over at bar one. So, you know, I'm hoping that they're able to get it together. I was just sort of side-eyeing Bravo and how they always have to point out, you know, the fact that the restaurant might not be in the best of neighborhoods. Now, the first bar one definitely was not in any type of desirable location. They were really the only ones that was right in that area. It's kind of a nothing around it area. This new place that they're moving to is in a better location. It's on Auburn Avenue, and like they said, it's a pretty historically black neighborhood. There's a lot of other loungy, you know, bars and restaurants where they play music, and it's kind of that whole same groove that bar one had. So yeah, I think it is a good thing that they're moving over there. You know, when you talk about historical Atlanta, okay, ain't none of it really all that great. We talking about, you know, the looks, the aesthetics of it. It ain't really nothing, you know, wonderful to look at. You know, they are building up a lot over there off of Auburn Avenue. I think they have like a streetcar that goes somewhere around over in that area. I'm not real familiar with the area. I mean, I've been over there plenty of times and I know the restaurants and things over there. So I think it's a good move for them. I just be like, Bravo just be on some bullshit. They just got to make shit just seem worse. But, you know, I guess it's a reality show. That's how it goes. I ain't got nothing but love for Peter and Cynthia's business venture, okay? I hope it works out for him. It's either 3 times a charm or 3 strikes you're out. Okay, either way it go, we gonna just see what happens. But yeah, Cynthia said, God damn it, get out my pockets. Bitch, if I want to spend my money on my man's business venture, then so be it. Honey, you know how it is when you got an unwanted guest at the house. They've been there too damn long and you can't wait for them to go, so you already start planning their damn room that they've been staying in. Okay, you done picked out the paint. Your ass done got new furniture. You get all this shit delivered to the house and you just got it sitting, waiting in the room for them to get their ass out. That's kind of the page that Phaedra's on, okay? Phaedra's like, this nigga fixing to go off to jail and I'm gonna put me up a gate so we can't get no looky-loos and crazies, okay, read Apollo back on this property. You know, Phaedra always got to be, she's a single mama. She's got to raise these boys, this, that, and the other. She got to be safe. She got these men out there looking. She wants to put up an electric fence. I mean, she's a lawyer. I'm sure she knows she can't do that. But it made for good TV, okay? Men are there. They're trying to tell her what they can and can't do. Apollo pulls up. Ain't nobody got no fucking respect for Apollo, okay? Apollo trying to, you know how the men do when they, you know, when they see other men trying to, you know, step in on they property, you know, on their area. Then they want to, you know, try to make sure that they get shit together. Like, okay, so where y'all gonna put this? Like, nigga, you, boy, you fix to go to jail. Nobody give a fuck what you say about where this gate gonna go. The gate gonna go in front of the damn door that you try to get through. That's what, you ain't getting in that house no more. So, he's salty. Okay, because nobody respects him. And yeah, I don't think Apollo realizes that Phaedra is really over it. She's ready for him to go. And hey, I'm sorry, Apollo. Too bad for you. Nothing else with Phaedra. She's being honored, ironically enough, from the National Bar Association for being an outstanding lawyer or something like that. Okay, evidently 2014 wasn't quite the eventful year for Phaedra. Okay, man going to jail and being honored all together. Isn't it ironic, y'all? The joke's right itself, but I'm gonna leave it alone because we didn't beat this one to death. Okay, Phaedra says she's been a lawyer for 10 years, and she ain't gonna allow Apollo to muck it up because the nigga didn't want to take her up on any of the business ventures, the legalized business ventures that she tried to present him. So hey, ain't nothing else Apollo can do but take his ass on to jail. Okay, and everybody move on. All right, you guys, and as far as Kenya is concerned, her and Auntie Cisco, shout out to Funky Deneva. Y'all know Funky Deneva coined that phrase. I just like to use it. Okay, Auntie Cisco done stepped that shit up, ain't she? Y'all bitches ain't ready for these aunties this year, are you? Okay, she done went and got her natural shit together, which she already had, but she done made it extra blonde in the front, and she done got her a faux hawk, and she went and got her some yellow and some bright color, and she was like, bitch, I'm ready for y'all on this TV. I like Auntie. I like Annie, don't y'all? I think she keeps Kenya grounded. She worried about her damn baby, okay? Because Kenya, we know Kenya can cut the fool. And, Annie just has to always try to steer the girl in the right direction. So they talking, they go to a spa. I know y'all was a little worried about them doing that facial. Anybody else? I was like, oh, Lord, we know Kenya got them skin issues, and no shade, because I have skin issues as well. It looks like Kenya is definitely working on her skin, and that's all we can ask for, y'all. Okay, and I can't even tease people with fucked up skin because, honey, I have been there, and it don't take but one slip up, and the shit get fucked up all over again. She has like deep scarring, probably from bad acne. Black people, black women, we get acne and the shit. I mean, I can just get a bump. I might not even touch the shit, and it discolors my skin. I got one right there right now. So I mean, I have sympathy for her. And actually, I thought her skin looked much better than it has in the past, especially that first year. We know it was rough. Honey, Kenya done got it together. She another one that's ready for you bitches. She talking to Auntie Cisco, and she's just telling her how, looks like everything is on the up and up again. She and Nene and Portia and Cynthia went out, and they all had a talk. Looked like everybody, ace boom coons. We done got it together. Rah rah Cisco and Ba. Ain't he just glad that she ain't got to worry about her baby getting dragged across no stage no more? Okay, so she's like, good. I'm glad. I was worried, but it looks like it's working out for you. So I was like, okay, maybe we back in on track again. Okay, I would like to see the show without just so much drama. Y'all, Nene, this hair. I know every week we just gonna have to address that fucked up mess every week, okay? But okay, let me just get off of it. She and Greg are unpacking shit. She says that she orders a lot of things and she gets a lot of gifts apparently in the mail. She doesn't open it. She just kind of waits. And so they needed something to do in the fucking scene. All right. So they opening up the boxes. And while she's talking to Greg, she's telling them about this sex toy party that Kandi wants to have and wants all the girls to come to. So, Nene, she is the ex-stripper turned newfound prude who, she can't never talk about sex and she don't do this and she can't do that and, all of that. She says she gonna go to the damn party, but, you can't expect too much out of Nene. Honey, you don't never really know with Nene. Honey, that Nene is like a fucking switch on and off. One day it's one way, another day it's another, but we'll talk about that a little later. While she's talking to Greg, her manager calls and, hey, the Great White Way is asking for her presence, okay? Some plays on Broadway would like for Nene to, play in the play. Okay, so we got, I think it was Chicago. What was the other one, you guys? Rock of Ages, I think was the name of it, and Cinderella. Those three plays are all interested in her. All three very known plays in Atlanta. Three known plays in Chicago. I mean, Lord, where is it, y'all? Fuck! It's in New York. Three known plays in New York. And, Good for Nene, y'all. If Nene ain't got shit else, she got a great team working for her. Okay, and y'all was pissed off that she didn't want to play in the chitlin circuit with Kandi, but y'all see she made the best decision, right? Because where did Kandi's play go, and where did Nene's play go? Okay, so we know she was in Cinderella. She wasn't really sure of it when the manager called and told her about it, but she ended up taking or getting the role in Cinderella as the stepmother. She just closed the show a couple of days ago, I think on the 3rd, and evidently they say she did very well as her month and a half stint of the evil stepmother. I was cracking up when she was just like, I don't really know if I'm able to do this because, you know, I'm not used to singing and dancing and acting. I was like, fuck, but you been shucking and jiving for this goddamn show for 7 years. No hate towards Nene. Congratulations to her, and, you know, hopefully she's gonna, you know, maybe this will be her new thing, being on Broadway. They say Broadway takes a lot of discipline. Your acting chops and your singing and your whatever it is that you're doing has to be on point. So good for her. All we gotta do is get this motherfucking head right, and then I'll be back. I'll be back on Nene's team. That should be a mess, don't it? I keep reaching up to my earrings because I be feeling like they're gonna come out. Y'all know how I feel when I ain't got my earrings on. Anyway, so Kandi, we get to see Kandi Koated Entertainment. It's on that same decorating bullshit as what she got going on at the house. I was just like, oh, you just gotta love Kandi, okay? Kandi keeps it all the way east side, okay? That bitch ain't fixing to change it up. Okay, when I saw that fucking zebra print lampshade, I was just like, bitch, no, you didn't. But it's Kandi, y'all. Wouldn't be any other way. But yeah, I know hate again. All right, if that's how you want to have it, then fine. Okay, Kandi definitely doing better than me, sitting in the back of my damn car. It's paid off though, y'all. Ghetto ass bitch. Anyway, y'all. Claudia goes down there, you guys, because Claudia says that she thinks it's very important to surround yourself around successful people. If you're doing the best in your group, then baby, you need to find you a new group. Always need to learn from folks, and Kandi is a good business person. We tease Kandi and all of that, but definitely Kandi either has good business acumen or she got the right people in her corner. Okay, Kandi wasn't around for some time after Escape, and she was able to maintain and live a pretty good lifestyle, writing and doing whatever and never going broke. And so, you know, we tease Kandi and all, but Kandi is doing very well for herself. Okay, so we can't hate. Anyway, about Kandi Koated Nights. Kandi is telling us Todd wanted us to build a real set so it wouldn't be all bootleg. So it took some time, but now we're back. I love doing Kandi. Y'all ain't sick of Kandi yet. I'm telling you, every time I do it, I'll be like, I know y'all sitting there being like, I wish you would stop fucking doing Kandi. What do you guys think about them changing up the set for Kandi Koated Nights? You know, I know I wasn't a regular watcher of that show, but I know where she's built that show from, and the whole charm of the show was the fact that it was sort of flim flam thrown together, just like a bunch of your homies getting together in a room and laughing and talking about some shit. So I don't know about the professional stage and all of that. It kind of took away some of the allure of the original show, or is it just me? Okay, because I don't really even know how well the show was doing now. I know that it was a good role that it was going on before. It kind of seemed like they stopped it right when they were doing the play and everything, and it's been hard for them to get back on track. But I know that the show is back on, but I don't know, it's just, do people watch it as much as they used to? Because it just seems like it's different now. Y'all tell me, those of you guys who watch her show more regularly, y'all let me know if, you know, Kandi Koated Nights, if it's still the same, or did it lose some of its little pizzazz because they're trying to make it more like a talk show. Anyway, let me get back to the show, right? A nigga always got to be pontificating, huh? Anyway, she wants Claudia to be on the show because Claudia, even though now she's on the Ricky Smiley show, she was on Jamie Foxx's syndicated, was it on satellite show, the Foxhole. So Claudia has some experience with the radio talk show, you know, being a little bit more avant-garde and a little bit more open and a little bit more vulgar and everything. So she wants Claudia to be on the show. Claudia agrees to it. We get to the show. Like I said, it's all revamped. Looks like Todd is the producer. He's a little bit more active there. And this is where Kandi lets us know that she and Todd kind of bump heads a little bit. Working with Todd can be a little challenging because he likes to run everything and I like to run everything. So, you know, we can be kind of like, I'd imagine that it could be a lot, and that's what actually the subject is on the show, okay? Mixing business with pleasure. She says that it's kind of difficult because even though they work together, the business often spills over into the everyday pleasures of marital relationship life, okay? So they always talking about work, and yeah, I think it is kind of a lot. Y'all, we might have to stretch the hands of prayer out for them. We gonna wait and see. They just seem like they have so much against that relationship. I mean, they seem to be hanging on in there. Like I said, I like Kandi and Todd, and I think Todd is good for Kandi, and I really hope that them two can make it work. But yeah, it just seems like it's so much. But you guys, there's been very strong relationships that have faced a lot of adversity, so I'm not trying to wish no ill on them, but who, they got a lot on them, right? It was good to see them on the show, and it wasn't all about that whole mother-in-law shit, okay? Just give the dramatics a rest. I'm tired of seeing Joyce, you know, being smug. I'm tired of seeing Sharon being upset. I just, you know, I want it to be something else. So that was nice to see. So anyway, getting back to the show, Claudia's on there. And y'all, like I said, you know, they get right down to business. Okay, so here go Kandi. So you worked on the radio show with Jamie Foxx, right? Was it true that you gave him head? And you guys know they edited to make it look like Claudia was hemming and hawing and everything. I doubt that she did that. Claudia's just like, no, ain't nobody gave a nigga head, okay? He treats me like his little sister, and even if she did, was she really gonna say it on the show? They get to talk about some other shit. You know, it was a good little giggle, good little kee-hee, tee-hee-hee moment for the show. I like Claudia, because she, you know, like I said, she's one of those people that's able to poke fun at themselves, and, you know, whenever you don't take yourself seriously, because, listen, I hate skipping ahead on episodes. Y'all, when they showed them fucking feet, them cauliflowers growing off the top of her last 3 toes, bitch, anybody that can get on the fucking show and show they goddamn feet that look like that, look, you all right in my book. Bitch, you ain't doing it like that, are you? Oh my God, I'ma save the rest. I'm gonna get off of it, but woo, I was just like, bitch, yeah, Claudia is all right in my book, cause honey, they gonna give her the blues about them goddamn toes. I was just like, why they all like, oh, why is this some old pretty ass bitch, you know, with some old, is that how you pretty bitches is doing up there? Because average women feel a little bit better about ourselves, that your toes is fucked up. You ain't perfect from head to toe, okay? Motherfucker is perfect from head to arch. And then, all that shit is fucked up. Oh my God, not the hammer time. You got the fucking, it look like some, okay. I said I was gonna save it to next week. I just fucking forgot what I was talking about, y'all. Anyway, did I tell you guys before that Kandi had been told Claudia that she was gonna have this party for all the girls? Okay, well, if I left it out, yeah, they gonna have this party. So let me skip on over to the damn party. So all the girls come, okay? Everybody comes, even Claudia, even Demetria. Kandi even invites a couple of her other good girlfriends. One of them being Xoxo, which is she's a hairstylist out here in Atlanta who is currently dating Dice from Lala's cousin, the gay girl. Well, this girl is now seeing Dice. Okay, so we got all that clear. Okay, she's bisexual, obviously, because I know everybody gonna be like, she was all confused and all. Yeah, I'm skipping ahead, but let's just get that part put out there. So, you know, like I said, all the girls are there, and it looked like it's gonna be, I'm hoping that it's gonna be just a night of light shade, the girls getting together and laughing and, you know, talking about sex and drinking and eating and all of that, okay? You know, because I'm still going off of what happened last week, and Kenya and Cynthia and Nene and Portia kind of was able to do some level of squashing, I guess. So I'm hoping for nothing too heavy, okay? Immediately, when all the girls are getting there and everybody is saying their hellos, Kenya walks over to Nene to try to give her the hug, like, hey, girl. And Nene, if that bitch didn't give her the stiff, like, what you doing? I'm not fixing to give you no hug, but we can do this fucking high five. I was just like, now, Nene, you know good and goddamn well that shit was rude, okay? But Nene was like, look, I fuck you one day, and then the next day I might not want to be bothered with you, okay? Kind of like a hit and quit, so I can't, like I said, Nene is like a fucking switch, okay? So that kind of set the tone with Kenya and Nene, okay? Kenya went and talked to Cynthia and was just like, did you see what she just did? And Cynthia was like, well, shit, I thought that we was all good, that, we squashed that last week. Well, that's what you get for thinking. Good thing you don't get paid for that shit, right? My opinion is that Nene is carrying this beef on with Kenya way too far. And like somebody pointed out in my comments last week, if Nene would just fucking relax and get along with Kenya, I mean, it would be good for so many laughs. Because they're both funny. They're both quick-witted, and all of that. So it's just like, enough of this. Why are they mad at each other again? It just doesn't make sense to me. And Nene was kind of funky to Claudia, when they were saying, like, Claudia, and she was just like, yeah, I met her before. Kind of brushes her off. Well, Claudia pulls her to the side and was like, bitch, we met before. Okay, so you ain't really had to be all rude to me just a few minutes ago. Basically letting you know I got your fucking number. Okay, and, it was interesting because I think Nene, I don't know, her reaction to that kind of made me feel like maybe she was like, oh, maybe I was tripping a little bit. Like I said, you can't never tell with Nene, but it was something about that exchange that kind of changed Nene as far as her feelings towards Claudia. So then we all get into this circle, okay? And we got Dr. Rachel. She's a sexologist there. She's here for, the fun and games part of it. One game that we gonna talk about first is the bondage game. And since Cynthia and Nene have had problems in the past, we gonna bind you guys together. Well, Nene was like, bitch, you ain't fixing to fucking bind me to that bitch. I don't want to do it. Real rude and nasty again. Cynthia's like, look, I'm here for all of the fun and games and everything, but I ain't like I'm all dying to be bound to Nene. I was just like, well, maybe you was. I felt bad for Cynthia. You could tell her feelings was hurt. I think that this might have been the light bulb finally going off, okay, for the first and last time that she realizes that she and Nene are not going to be friends anymore, okay, and she ain't got to grovel and she ain't got to do any of that no more, because Nene just was going out of her way to be mean, and it's... We done talked about that, honey. We done talked about that so much, I'm moving on. Alright, so Nene says she ain't doing it with Cynthia. They do kind of talk her into getting bound to Claudia. And like I said, she and Claudia seemed to kind of hit it off. It was, warming up. Nene said some things about her straddling her, and Claudia was like, oh, she's warming up to me. So, I was like, okay, maybe we can get back on track here. You get Kandi down there on the floor with Kenya to show one of her products, and Kenya's a good time girl, and Kandi is always in her element when she's talking about fucking or sex or something. So, they get down there, we get a good little laugh out of that, and then we move around to the round table discussion. So, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm telling you, I just watched it again, and the shit is so funny to me. So, anyway, Dr. Rachel is like, okay, we're going to go around the room, and everybody talk about their relationship, okay? Innocent enough, right? Nene says that she's been in a relationship for almost 20 years, okay? We know Nene's drama. Claudia says that she's single, she's dating, she's 40, 41 years old, something like that. She's been married before, but she's divorced, and, even though it was rough time, family wasn't too happy, she's all good now. Gosha, which is Candy's friend that she invited, she says that she's in a relationship. She's been in it for a year, and they're about to celebrate their 1-year anniversary, and she seems to be very happy. Portia says that she's in a relationship and that it's a new relationship, and Claudia gonna get up there and throw the perfect shade. It was like, yeah, she's in a long distance relationship with a Nigerian who has more than 20 Porsches, and I'm not talking about cars. I was like, bitch, you better say it. Then we get to Demetria, y'all. So Demetria is like, my name is Demetria McKinney, and I am in a relationship with Roger Bob, and we've been together 7 or 8 years. He's my best friend. The D is exquisite, and I'm really, really happy, or whatever she said. And so then Gosha was just like, oh, okay, so you've been with him about how long? 7 years or so? She was like, yeah, we've been together. You know, we was working together in Tyler Perry. We couldn't let people know. It was sort of a secret and everything. We had to keep everything under wraps. And then Gojo was just like, oh yeah, okay, well, because I used to date him too. And then Demetria was like, you say what now? Yeah, I dated him too. She was just like, you dated him, Roger Bob. And she was just like, yeah, I dated him. I found out about you back when we was in Las Vegas or some shit. I was just like, bitch, you is smoked it. You guys know that expression, your face is cracked and on. Bitch, you couldn't have got a motherfucking heavy duty industrial vacuum to clean that fucking face. Humpty Dumpty, where's the king's horses and the king's men to come sweep her fucking face? Oh my God, she'll just sit there like, you say you dated Roger Bob, my Roger Bob. All right, y'all. The shit was funny to me. I could not stop laughing. Yes, Gosha was being very, very messy and petty. She didn't have to do it then, okay? Everybody that was sitting in the room, that was. Did you guys see Kandi's face? It was like, I was cracking up. Oh my God. Gosha ain't had to say that, okay? It was fucked up because you was really just embarrassing this girl, but the reason why it was funny to me, because I usually don't like when women put other women on the spot like that, but y'all, Demetria McKinney just be putting 20 on 10 all the time, like too much. Okay, you guys are not even married. You've been together 7 or 8 years. It's been a secret all this time. You should know by now that there's been some rumblings of people saying that they didn't know you were together. I mean, Cynthia and Peter had already told her that. Kenya had already told her that. You know, now we got this girl there. Obviously, you just need to be in the fucking relationship, you know, and let it be that. But, you know, for you to just be, you know, Roger Bob. That's like me saying I dated Shaquille O'Neal, okay? What the fuck you got to say his whole name all the goddamn time? Shit, everybody that dated Roger Bob, nigga. Let me check. It's something about that whole thing, you know, her always bragging. Whenever people always brag on their relationships, to me, there's an issue there. You overcompensate and are really trying to make it bigger than what it is. Just be in the fucking relationship. I say it all the time. Okay, so, and she really kind of played herself, because what she really should have did to Gosha was just been like, well, I just said 7 or 8 years on and off. Okay, you know, obviously he was off when he was dating you. But, you know, she was embarrassed, and, you know, look, Demetria, baby, let me tell you something. You's a cute girl. Just the cutest can be. Obviously very talented. Go on and find you a man that want to do, you know, want to claim you and be there and all of this. So he ain't got to be putting you through this shit. You know, Demetria, she ain't up on the reality show 101, okay? She too sweet and she too new and fresh and green and everything. Honey, these bitches will chew you up and spit you out, which is why Claudia has obviously gotten the peach and Demetria didn't, because Claudia is able to hang with this. Demetria not so much so. So, you know, she was embarrassed, she was hurt, she got up and she walked out, which to me makes it worse. Cynthia follows her out. She tells Cynthia that she feels like Gosha was lying, okay, which even makes it even worse. What you needed to have said when you got out there was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this goddamn Roger Bob and everything, but maybe I need to have a conversation with him, because this is happening a little bit too much. At my expense, making me look stupid. Okay, but yeah, I like Demetria. Like, I don't not like her. I don't have no reason to not like her so far. I haven't really gotten to know Demetria too much, other than her just making a fool of herself on the show, y'all. So, that shit was funny. She was like, I dated him. She was like, you say what now? You dated my man? my man? Poor Demetria. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright? Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.